So welcome to the beach on a Sunday afternoon. You can tell why they've called the severe weather emergency protocol tonight for the next 3 days, because it's a bit chilly. But I wanted to show you some beach huts, though they're not actually the ones we need to talk about. I just wanted to say that the trustees have agreed, and thanks to an amazingly persistent Emma last week, we've got a beach hut for the summer for Faithworks staff to use from May through to July, and then a week off, and then another one through July through to September. And that's all going to be down in the Durley Chine sort of area, so not in the main drag of Bournemouth, but hopefully that'll mean it's easy to get to. But I want to celebrate that and to thank you. Really, it's just hopefully going to be helpful for some of you who want to just take a little break. I want also to thank you for such a positive response to doing the lateral flow testing training last week. Great to see you all on the Zoom calls, and great that Stay Safe and Christchurch Food Bank have already had a go. Hasn't seemed too difficult, so hope that goes well over the coming week as you get that sorted. Also, well done to the CMA team, to Dawn and to Claire. They heard from Wessex Water that they are now at gold status. Sounds tremendous, doesn't it? That's because their applications to get help for people from the CMA clients who need help with their water, their applications are so good and so reliable that Wessex Water want to recognise that, which means A, we're in their good books, but also we get a little bit more money from them, which is all good. But well done, Dawn and Claire, and all the rest of you associated with that. Thank you. Just to let you know, we've got the interviews this week for the CMA debt advisor post, and also we've got one applicant for the exec assistant. So Claire and I will be interviewing them with one of the trustees during the week, so we'll let you know more about them. We had little notes last week from Mareka back in Holland. I love this what she said. She said, "You made me feel safe, seen and at ease, and you made clear the journey that I need to take now." What a great report back. So thank you all the BCARS folk and Claire and others who helped to make that possible. And just a big thank you. I noticed on the way past, Mikey's doing between 200 and 250 miles a week driving food parcels around the town. So Mikey, thank you. You and Winston doing a marvellous job there. We've actually introduced a new level of food pack this week, because obviously some of the folk in temporary accommodation now having to isolate because of COVID, and so we've introduced, I think we're going to call it the diamond level pack, because we've got gold, silver and bronze, and that's going to be for 10 days for people who need to self-isolate. So it's great we can respond in that way. So Paul, Mikey and all the rest of you, thank you for what you're doing there. You're going to hear us talking in the next few weeks. David and I have been talking, it's a great idea about how to best get across what we do. And one idea is to say, if you think about traffic lights, so red being the nearest to crisis, and the red stuff that we do, where people are nearest to crisis, you could call the essential stuff. So it could be food, it could be help with immediately with money or heating, it could be to do with housing. So there's a lot of our work that hits the red button, but it also, we have the orange or sort of amber maybe, which is all about support and connection. You know, that alongside word that we use a lot. Well, that's again goes across all our projects. And then the green bit might be, I'm furthest away from crisis, not going to go back there anymore, but I'm going to do training and support, training and purpose activities to help me never to go back. And every one of our projects you could look at in that way: red, amber, green, essentials, support and connection, training and purpose. And we're going to be thinking about all our projects in that way as we go forward. So it might be something for us to talk about as we get into talking in your team meetings about the future plans. This week, just so you know, there's meetings with the Partnership Forum. I said I'd give you a partnership update each week. So the Homelessness Partnership Forum meets on Tuesday, and then we've got a couple of meetings this week with the food runs. So churches who are doing food runs and some other community groups to help them with their COVID safety and with their food hygiene safety. So just so you know, those groups are going on, and we're still in connection with them. What else we got this week? Oh, the trustees meeting on Friday. Just to let you know, every couple of weeks the trustees have a prayer meeting on a Friday morning where they're praying for all of you guys, and I'm really grateful for them doing that. Just a reminder for us, we moved our second prayer meeting of the week to a Wednesday lunchtime, so if you can't make the Monday one, maybe you want to drop in on a Wednesday to that. And don't forget to keep praying for Emma as she recovers, or actually works through some of her health issues, and Michaela and Ashley, of course, if those of you who know them. Last week we had a meeting of the STAR trustees. That's the work that Emma's doing about trying to train up churches right across the country in how to work with those in recovery. And Emma thought I'd use this. Jackie Leswell, you remember Jackie Leswell? Some of you used to be a trustee. She had a really nice way of describing the fact that when he walks ahead of us into some of the stuff, he doesn't walk miles ahead out of thing. She had that picture of him walking backwards, almost sort of beckoning to us, saying, this is the way, because he knows where he's going, so he can walk backwards fine. A similar verse really helped me. There's a verse in Isaiah which says something like this. It's all about reviving yourself. A message from the high and mighty God. What I do is put new spirit in the low spirited, the spirit crushed, and get them up and on their feet again. So maybe if you're feeling a bit low spirited today, God's going to get you up on your feet, and he's going to do with everybody else you're working with. Thanks guys, I'm going to get a bit warm. Take care of yourselves, keep warm, keep safe.